It's sort of abandoned. No one really comes here.
We found a place that's perfect. It's so cool. Wow. Look at it. It's brilliant, isn't it?
And we found the power, so we'll have electricity on the night.
So what's the big idea?
Welcome to the world's first ever Donate Your Data Day.
That's right. We want you to pledge your data instead of your cash.
Over the next 24 hours, our target is to raise 4 million megabytes of data for good causes.
That's the equivalent of 2 million posts on Instagram.
And we'll be keeping a record of all your data donations here on the Datanator.
It's going to be huge. We're hoping to get people donating their data from all around the world.
And what are you going to do with all this data?
We're going to give it away. We're going to give it to people who can make good use of it.
I think that people will want to donate data to, say, charities, campaigning groups, community organisations that can use that in order to build cases or understand the world better, and therefore donate to public good. I think that they'll want to see what kinds of studies get done and want to see the outputs of those studies. But I think that we can get into a very positive mindset about the way in which data about us is used.
Your data has immense value in terms of the value for you as an individual, in terms of understanding more about yourself, making better life decisions, in terms of the ability to donate it and share it with society, but also in terms of cash value to you as well. There's a billion-dollar marketplace, you just can't participate yet.
50,000 megabits of data. We're absolutely smashing it.
Don't forget you can donate your data by using the Donate Your Data button on your mobile.
And you can decide what data you want to give and which courses you want to support.
And special thanks to Mitzi Laszlo, who's created the button for us. Hey. Hi, Mitzi. I'm Layla. Nice to meet you. So we're dying to know, what do you think about the idea of a day where everybody has to donate their data?
I think it'd be super cool, and I would hope that it was bigger than a day. I would hope that every day people would be involved in how their data is used.
So what is the button?
You can't donate something if you don't have it. So the button is a ceremonial click, and you click it, and we deliver your digital identity to you. We don't know what our digital alter egos look like, and if you do it for one person, it's just Mitzi being annoying with customer service, and if we have a group, and the bigger the better in this case, there's more pressure to really deliver that data in a way that's useful for us.
And don't forget, we'll be keeping a record of all your data donations here on the Datanator.
Hey, Oz.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, thanks for coming down.
That's all right.
Props.
Yeah, that can do. There you go.
Oh, this is cool.
1 million megabytes of data donated. That is superb. Thank you. And don't forget that all this data that you're donating is going to good causes.
And here to help us celebrate this landmark achievement, please welcome to the stage Oz Ismail.
So, I have been single for some time now, and it's because I'm a very busy man, okay? Those BuzzFeed quizzes, not going to do themselves. I really like doing those quizzes, okay? They've told me so much about myself, like how I'm exactly 38% human disaster, and if I was in Friends, I'd be Monica. Giving Tinder a go. Now, I don't have a lot of luck on Tinder, because as a scientist and a germaphobe, my flirtation technique equates to giving out sexual health advice like a public service.
So companies that offer services on the web, whether it's Tinder or Facebook or Google, and those kinds of companies are mostly collecting profile information about you. It's data that you have supplied to those organisations. And then all of the interactions that you have using their service. So it might be who you like, right? Or what kinds of posts you read on Facebook. They collect that in order to get a better understanding of who you are.
Because the data is so valuable, they're incentivized to collect as much as possible. So even though you think you might be on an app like Tinder and you're sharing particular types of information, they'll be in the background trying to pick up lots more information about you in terms of things like location on your phone, and maybe buying in data as well from other companies to try and get as full a profile of you as possible to then build that value. And the value for them is basically to try and give you better services or get you to spend more money. But the problem at the moment is that's opaque. You can't really see what they're collecting and how that's being used.
And don't forget that all of this donated data is going to help good causes.
Hi, I'm Layla.
Karis.
Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Layla.
Hey, Sarah.
Hiya. So what have you got planned?
A performative dance piece about social media.
Nice, looking forward to that. What about you?
I'm going to be saying my name over and over again.
Excellent.
So I actually recently was delivering a series of internet privacy workshops to a group of primary school children. Just, strong passwords, how to spot phishing scams, that kind of thing. And what I learned from this experience is that I am much older than I think I am. All of my references terribly out of date. None of these 8-year-olds had ever been on Facebook, and one of them actually had to ask me what an email was. It got me thinking, what would happen if a hacker came into my social media account? What are they actually going to take? My incredibly embarrassing high school photos, or those 5 kind of funny jokes that I posted that one time? I've never really used social media to actually build anything, at least not of value to me. So I guess the hacker's just going to have to settle for, my email address, my password, my phone number, a couple of answers to some security questions. What are they going to do with that?
So we're getting a data donor card made up. Alex has got a mock-up of it on his phone, actually.
Yeah, we're hoping it's going to go viral. We want people to share it and raise awareness of the campaign.
We're going to make a trailer for it too, for the socials. I think Alex wants to wake people up.
Shake them out of their data apathy.
Okay, so I think if we move them in a little bit, then we should probably be able to get both in shot. That's it, yeah. Hi. Oh, sorry. Go again. Hello. Do you know who controls your data?
Wake up, people!
My phone knows everything about me. Social media, banking, even my diary. My whole life's on there. Which means my phone knows exactly how much of a loser I am. My phone knows how many dating apps I have installed and whether or not they're niche.
On the Hook, the dating app for people who fancy fishermen.
My friend downloaded that. Let me just delete it. And I started to wonder where all this information I kept in my phone went. So I started digging. And I learned the companies collect all sorts of data on you, and they use it to target advertisements towards you. And when I learned that, I was outraged. I was furious, and I thought, people need to know about this. So I formulated in my mind an angry tweet, and I logged on, and I got distracted by cat memes.
It's very hard to stop sharing your data. First thing you had to do is get rid of your smartphone. Because your smartphone, you've probably got 30 apps on your phone which are sharing data all the time. They're pinging back to home to tell home about you. And then anything else you do in real life. If you use a card on the bus, you're making a data trail. So everything you do pretty much now is creating a data trail, and increasingly more and more of your life will become digitally recorded. The thing we need to do is give everyone a copy of that and some ownership of it to enable you to participate and give you value.
Are we done yet?
Just that we've got a lot of work to do if we want to make this thing happen.
Like changing the law for a start.
The data marketplace and the data economy is we're still working out how that should work. And it has been a bit of a Wild West, as things are when we don't really know how to regulate or control a sector. But gradually we're learning what kinds of controls need to be in place. So the General Data Protection Regulations is one of those sets of controls that is being put into place to help regulate that kind of data economy.
We can build a far better society once we get the system right. The problem with the system at the moment is it's slightly broken, and it makes good people do bad things and also enables bad people to do bad things. If we fix the system, we can make a much, much better society.
So when are you going to make this happen?
Well, the problem is you can't actually donate your data.
Because you don't actually control it. Until you actually control your data,
You can't really donate it.
which means you might have to work together to make this a reality.
But it'll be worth the effort, as long as he leaves his horn at home.
Tomorrow's World. Life's big questions answered.